Day 705 and 706. Apologies yesterday. After the race, came back, took a good hot shower because I just was so cold. And it rained probably about 7 to 8 miles of the race. And then it finally stopped. And then I had the long tights on. And just right when I finished, I put on a sweater or hoodie and then sweats over it. And there wasn't a bathroom close where I could change out of the long tights. So it was just cold for hours. And then showered, went to Top Golf, had a nice little time there. Played for about 90 minutes, somewhere in there. And ordered some donuts and chips and salsa. That was great. Then came back, took a nice nap, woke up around 6. It was a long nap. It was almost like a 3-hour nap. And then woke up, went to Red Robin, had some more food, came back, passed out again, which is partially why there's no video yesterday. So this is the 2 videos. But had a great time with the race. It was, I guess, enjoyable. I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to having fun at the long races, and this one it still felt, I don't know, how do I say? I just don't have as much fun as I think other people enjoy. Or at least for the distance ones. And this one was kind of tough too because it wasn't until, I don't know, mile 8 where I felt like I was actually going. I just felt, I guess it's the good part is they felt relaxed in a race way for the first 8 miles minus the cold. And it was, I don't know, how do I say? I guess I was just playing with the pace too much. Like I started out, I didn't look at my watch. And I'm trying to pull up the splits now. It was 6:08 for the first mile. And then 6:13, 6:16. And 6:29, 6:22, 6:25. So obviously I was going back and forth with the miles. I just felt like at first 2 or 3 miles just felt too easy. Like I shouldn't be that relaxed. So I tried to pick it up a little bit when someone passed. And I made a little progress. But then I felt like I slowed back down a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is too comfortable. And then I picked it up. This is too much to hold for the next 11 miles, 10 miles, wherever I was at. I just couldn't find that comfortable pace where that was my race pace. It didn't help with the rain and the cold. So I was just trying to stay mentally focused and be like, this is where you want to be. You train for this. You feel good. You don't feel cold. You feel ready. You're training. You're putting training to use. Let's go. Let's get after it. And then, yeah, right around mile 7.5, 8, I said, okay, let's try to pick it up right here. I just said, knock it off. Get in race pace. Let's start racing it. Let's get serious in it. And I tried to pick it up, and it was about an incline for about a mile. And after that, it was a hill for, it felt like half a mile. It was just a nice, steady hill. And you go a little bit over this hill, and you come back. It felt like a quarter mile, do a U-turn, and you got a little hill back again. And then you get the down. I tried to use the down to my advantage, and I just didn't have the gear there. And so I just said, let's just start picking up the pace. So I tried to pick it up. And it was an incline again, so I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. And came back down, so where was I? So 608, 613 second, 616, 629 4, 622, 625 for 6, 628, 634 for 8, and then 636, 615, and then at 611 for mile 11, and at mile 11 I saw the marker and it's like, okay, 2 miles left. You know about the route. It's fairly flat for the most part. There might be one last incline, but you got it. You gotta start racing now. You gotta start getting winded. You gotta have the legs feel tired when you finish. So it was 6:02 and like a 6:01 mile. So that's how it finished. That's how it started. That's how everything went. Today I was walking the dog and I had a small issue with something. Let me see if I can just point it out. Right here behind the ankle, and it was just sharp. It hurt. It made walking uncomfortable, so I was a little bit worried about trying to run today. And then Jennifer had asked, hey, do you want to do a quick run? I'm like, okay, let's do it. And before I tried to think about it too much, because initially I thought, my leg, it hurts. I just want to massage it out. I just want to elevate it. Maybe put some ice on it, stretch it, something like that. Just not run. And I was like, yeah, let's just go. And so we got ready. We went, I think the original plan was 3 miles, but then we got in 4. But even the first half mile, it hurt real bad. And I just couldn't get the thought out of my head, just say, stop, turn around. It hurts too much. It's going to get worse. And it was just going on and on in my head that it was hurting way more than I was doing a good thing as far as a run. And then thankfully we got to this little bridge, and the bridge didn't help either. Like the little incline was not great. But we got to a point where we had to wait to cross the road, and just that little break helped my foot out so much. And the pain started to go away about 2 minutes later. And then on the way back, I felt it just once or twice in the ankle area. I'm not sure if I was just putting too much pressure on the inward part of my foot, so I was trying to push off, or I was at angle, but for whatever reason it felt a little bit. And then I sat down, was watching another movie, watched Avengers Endgame, ate some pizza, which turned out pretty good actually. I wish I could have cooked it a little bit more for the crust to be a little bit more of a crunch, but it was not bad. It was fairly good. But took the pup out for a late walk, and she's here trying to go to sleep. I feel bad keeping her up, but the first couple minutes of the walk I felt that pain in the foot again, so I'm not entirely sure what I did. I haven't had a pain like this before. I didn't feel it during the race, and I definitely felt it after sitting down for so long, for extended periods of time. So I'm sure tomorrow morning when I get up and try to walk again, it's gonna feel not great. So I tried to massage it out just a little bit. I'm still not sure what it is. Hopefully it gets better so I can continue my run streak. I believe I'm at 17 days in a row. If I'm counting correctly. I need to double check on that tomorrow. But it's about 17 with the race day in there. Oh, excuse me. So, doing okay. Coming up on a halfway mark. You're okay, puppy. You're Okay, just heard some noise, so she's awake looking around. You're okay. You're okay, Gamora. Hey, we're okay. Yes, we're okay, puppies. We're okay. We're okay. But didn't do any other exercises today. It was just the run. It was just recovery and mentally give my body a break. Physically give my body a break. Even though I did 4 miles, it was a recovered 4 miles. It was still like 7:37 pace, 7:39 pace, somewhere in there. So I was just trying to get some easy miles in, let the body recover from the race, mentally recover, because I know I cut out sweets, so I probably jumped on sweets a little bit too much after the race. But I still just feel like I just want to eat anything right now. Anything and everything just sounds good. So trying to get back to a regular diet and start with some fruit, veggies, regular portions, that kind of a thing. But got a week. I'm sure this week I'm going to be playing with that a lot. So we'll see how it goes. So run your life with health and happiness. Have a good night.